Welcome back to White Mountains today. We're talking about spring right now, and I think we're all ready for spring. And for a lot of us here in the Valley, the kickoff to spring, real spring, is the Home Garden Flower Show, which takes place at the Fryeburg Fairgrounds May 15th, 16th, and 17th. And here to talk about that is Carla Flicker. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Chris, very much.
The Home Garden Flower Show, for someone who's never been, just give me a synopsis. What is the Home Garden Flower Show?
Well, it's a May fair, basically, is what it is. There are different components to it. There's the home part. This year's theme is alternatives and options. So as I was saying a little bit ago, the home part of the show is all about what's new in home and the alternative in energy efficiencies. We have tremendous exhibitors. We have international sponsors coming in with pellet boilers, and we have Solaris is one of our sponsors. Top Furniture is another sponsor for the accessories and what they're introducing. We have a company called Callaway, which was in our show last year, and they did hydro to heat converters, and they're like a glorified Glenwood stove. Remember the old-fashioned kitchen stoves that we had? It's just gorgeous, but it cooks, it heats, it does everything. It's fantastic. And they're actually one of the sponsors for our Meet the Chefs, and they'll have their own station outside, and they'll be doing some presentations. So
that's great. And you said this is a great time for a lot of these vendors because this is the time of year where they're introducing their new products. So if you're exploring ways to make your home more efficient in terms of heating or trying to get up to date in terms of cost-saving technology, you're going to see things at the fair that maybe you haven't been able to see.
Yeah, that's one of the more interesting things I found out about it is that, and I should have realized it, but it's at the end of the heating season, and a lot of people are saying, I'm never going to go through that again. You know, I'm going to get something more efficient.
Right.
And so they'll come to the show, and they talk to these guys, and we have everything. We have geothermal this year, and well drillers are going to be there so that they can, kind of talk with them about geothermal, which used to be really expensive, but if you're building new, it's not anywhere near as expensive as it used to be. There's just so many new things coming out that, we decided that this would be a great way to capture that and present it to the public. And then there's the garden part.
Right, and this is a great idea because after a winter like this, a lot of people are going through that saying, I need to make my home more efficient. I need to find a better way to do this. And even though we're in May, and hopefully we're going to have warm temperatures by then, and at least most of the snow will be gone.
I think it will.
You can really explore your options and start planning so you don't have to go through another winter.
Exactly.
Like you just did.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things about bringing in the alternatives and options is it just gives attendees just a menu of options for them to explore and make their connections now.
We're talking about the Home Garden Flower Show at the Fryeburg Fairgrounds, May 15th through the 17th in Fryeburg, Maine. So we've got the home component of it. It's called the Home Garden Flower Show. You might have to add the word food to that at some point. Yes. That's becoming a bigger and bigger part.
Yeah, it really is. Our Meet the Chefs cooking series is just top rated. And we started out with the indoor in Expo 1. We now have 3 stations. We have the inside studio, which is a full kitchen, and the appliances are provided by Top Furniture. And then we added the outdoor brick ovens that we have, and so David Neufeld from True Brick Ovens has that, and then Callaway, as I mentioned, from Hydro to Heat has added his. So there's just, you go inside and, watch one of our chefs do a presentation, or go outside and watch another chef do a presentation. That's great.
And you've got some celebrities on hand. Let's see, you've got from Zapoteca Mexican restaurant in Maine, you've got
Shannon Bard.
Shannon Bard, who actually won the grand prize on the Food Network.
That's right, $25,000 grand prize for 2014.
Kitchen Inferno was the name of the show.
Kitchen Inferno.
What did she win? What was the contest?
It was about, you get so many ingredients and you have to make a dish from it. Beyond that, I don't know a whole lot about it.
But she owns Zapoteca, which I guess is a really nice Mexican restaurant.
It's a Mexican restaurant on Commercial Street in Portland. I've eaten there. It is to die for. It is to die for. Then we have the Maine Lobster Chef of the Year, Steve Richards.
Wow. And
then we have another Food Network winner, White Mountain Cupcakery. Kathy is going to be there. And her theme and her presentation is making cupcakes look like flowers, because she's just an amazingly talented lady. And then we have just our wonderful chefs coming in to do anything from, we have a demonstration on herbs, a demonstration on oysters is another one. It's just wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
You're getting the best of the best,
Yep.
taste of New England and beyond.
Yeah,
so
really.
This is so if you're looking to upgrade your home, if you are just a foodie and want a great way to spend a day in spring, it sounds like a great event. Let's see, new this year, Craft Beer and Cheese Pavilion.
How about that?
That sounds like a good day. You don't have,
all by
have
itself.
anything else. That sounds like a great part. Tell me a little bit about that. Cabot Creamery is playing a big part.
Yep, there are two major sponsors. One is the Good Beer Store in Fryeburg, Kevin and Ruth Antonucci. And then the other one, the cheese sponsor, is Cabot's Cooperative Creamery. And we will have, every afternoon, we're going to have a set amount of hours where people can go in and sample wines or get one of the microbreweries. Sea Dog is one of our brewers that are going to be there. Moat Mountain, Dogfish, Funky Bow, the whole bunch of them.
Nice.
Yep, and then the other thing that's really a part of that too, because that's in the specialty food building at the fair, what we are introducing this year is the indoor farmers market, which is near and dear to me because that's really all I do in the summer. I get what I have to get in the supermarket, but then I go to the farmers markets, and that has turned out beautifully. It's completely full. We're actually starting to spill over into other buildings, but everything from food, Whitegate's Farm is going to be there, and he'll not only have spring vegetables, but he will also have his meats. He'll have beef, he'll have pork, and
If nothing else, I'm just thinking ahead. I'm like, okay, let's see, Memorial Day barbecue. If I stock up on my meats and veggies that day,
yeah, really. I mean, just tremendous, just absolutely wonderful. And let's just see what else is there.
Let's see, Home Energy and Garden. We got that indoor farmers market. And you can find all this online at homegardenflowershow.com. Fryeburg Fairgrounds, May 15th, 16th, and 17th. How do people do it? Do they need to get tickets in advance? Can they get them at the door?
We do have advance tickets. They can just go online to our website and they can buy advance tickets. Last year, we should have had advance tickets, but we're providing it now, and there's a further discount if you buy advance tickets.
Great.
Up until the 13th of May. And online, you can also, follow us on Facebook too, because there's a number of contests going on.
Nice.
Top Furniture has a good contest called the Ugly Couch Contest. They want you to send a picture of your ugly couch and you can win a new one.
Nice.
All right. So
I like that. I might have an entry at home that qualify for that.
Yeah, I have one that the cat got at, and so it's perfect. And then Cabot's is going to have one. Lodge Cast Iron, who's another one of our sponsors, has that. One of the things I did want to mention is every year, Chris, we do a charity. This year, in years past, we've done the Miranda Levitt Diabetes Foundation. We've also done the Maine Children's Cancer Foundation, and this year it's gone local. We're doing the Fryeburg Rescue Barn. They need to add on, and they're a wonderful organization, so they're our charity. So within that, the proceeds from the Wine, Craft Beer, and Cheese Pavilion will go to them, as well as we have a putting green that we're setting up outside, sponsored by Keezer Lake Country Club and Southwest Maine Putting Greens. And Tom Cloutier, who owns Southwest Putting Greens, is setting up an entire putting green. And so we're going to have little contests going on. We have a dunk tank. You might get invited.
To throw, right?
Well, maybe. I couldn't possibly do it because
there's plenty of people after watching the show who want to dunk me on most mornings.
I'm sure. And then we have the skillet toss. There's just a whole lot of stuff. Kids activities, Believe in Books will be there.
Nice.
And
it says 10 under free.
10 under free. Yep. $9 for adults, and there are $2 tickets everywhere. So.
All right. Well, we've covered a lot. You can get more information again, homegardenflowershow.com. Did we miss anything important?
I don't think so.
There's so much. You can't cover it all in a short interview.
It's a rain or shine event. There are almost 300 booths inside, and so even if the weather doesn't cooperate, there's so much to do. There's amazing artists this year in the show, and I we've found a lot of new people to come in that are really interesting. So yeah, I think there's something for everybody.
Get it on your calendar, 3 days to choose from, or do all three.
Do all
15th,
three,
16th, and 17th of May, Home Garden Flower Show at the Fryeburg Fairgrounds. Carla, thank you so much.